Hello everyone, welcome to Hayley and Mike's channel. Today, for take number 4 or 5, we are going to be answering the questions from the Wahl-O-Mat. And I have to keep Mike silent for the intro because he has been talking so much that this video would have been over an hour had we done it his way. So,
I'm yet being censored.
The Wahl-O-Mat is a website that the German government puts out every time that a new election rolls around. February 23rd, don't forget to go out and vote if you are in Germany and you are able to. I think 20 to 30 of the political parties, they answer these questions that we're about to answer, and they pick if they agree, if they disagree, or if they're neutral. And then once you answer the same questions with the same options, you get spit out a political party or multiple political parties that maybe match with your choices. This is not the end-all be-all truth. You should do your own research. This is not necessarily a recommendation, more so just basic information.
Why do you keep looking at me? I'm not
because I know that you're going to say something. I know Mike is going to say that we don't vote.
We are both not voting, and this is for entertainment purposes. This is our disclaimer. So do not zerreiß us in the comments.
Yeah.
This is for y'all's entertainment.
Yes.
So you can talk about this in the comments, like
how you would
freedom
vote,
of speech, of course. Everybody can say what they want.
Who you would vote for and what you would pick in each of these questions. Yes. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And like we said, let us know down below in the comment section who you got as a recommendation.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to. If you're not comfortable doing that, don't do it. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to share it with us.
You can voice your opinion, of course. Everybody is valued. And here we go. First questions is, of course, we start with the hardest one.
Germany should continue to support Ukraine militarily.
What are you picking?
I'm going to put agree.
Okay, I'm gonna put neutral because I feel like this question does not dive deep enough. Like, the war should stop. In my opinion, the war needs to stop, and the support would drag the war out. But I also don't. But you also don't want to stop now, because then if I say now yes, then that kind of implies that I want the war to continue. But if I say no, then it kind of implies that I want the Ukraine to lose, but which I do not. So I'll pick neutral on this, and we will continue.
The expansion of renewable energies is to continue to be financially supported by the state.
I agree.
I agree too.
Because
there's not really much to say. I just agree. The citizens' allowance is to be canceled for those who repeatedly reject job offers.
Yes.
I put neutral.
Why? Why?
Why? What?
If someone...
What happens if they don't want to work those jobs, Mike? What if they're offering them the worst jobs possible?
What is the worst job possible?
So let me tell you guys also
there
a little backstory.
There is no slave work. Now you are rambling?
That is how do you say, up for imagination, slave work. There is some labor in Germany that is questionable.
I think, of course, if they offer you jobs that are below what you studied or what you have been trained to do, or completely out of your field, that's different. But they keep offering someone jobs that are within their realm of doable.
But they don't have that in the question.
Yeah, these questions are very vague, and they're oberflächlich, I would say. So please do research on this.
So for me, when I became jobless, I went to the job center and they told me that I could apply for Burgergeld for
No, it was Hartz IV back then.
Hartz IV, I don't know what it was called back then. But I was allowed to apply for money. I said no, but he told me I should get a job. And I was like, yeah, I want a job. If you send me jobs, I will apply for them and I will try to work them. And he was looking at me so confused, like, what do you mean? And I'm like, sir, I don't want Burgergeld. I want to work. Like, what am I going to do? Sit at home all day and do nothing? I didn't get any job offers, just to let you know, though. So something's wrong with the system.
Maybe the system is wrong, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stimme zu.
A general speed limit should apply on all motorways.
What are you picking?
I disagree. And I know that I'm very far back in this. Or how do you say, I'm not with the times. Some of these
the thing is, you are allowed to drive slow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do. I think there needs to be a more streamlined thing. On 2 lanes, yes. On 3 or over, it can be unrestricted. And LKW semis are not allowed
in the left lane.
In the left lane. I think that is a big thing that they need to enforce more, because what do they enforce more? They of course enforce the speeding, but I think it's way more dangerous, the semi that just pulls out
over.
in front of the car.
Asylum seekers who have entered via another EU country are to be turned away at the German borders.
Yes.
I'm putting neutral.
Why?
Mike, what do you mean why?
Why should they
Because
travel
this is
this
yet
whole
again
way?
vague.
Yeah. They need to have, the system needs to be way different. You can't let them travel all this way to then be put in Germany for years.
That's true. That is
without
very
any
true.
Papers,
but
without
why are they
nothing.
being let into another European country then that they are
They need to be
EU
held.
country that that's what I'm saying though. How is it that they are let in through another EU country and then coming to Germany?
No,
the
that needs,
EU
yes.
country needs to, the one that they come
At the border,
into
it needs to be stopped.
Yes.
The Flucht is over at
Yes.
the border, and then you need to see what they're doing. But the EU has no concept of doing
I
this.
agree.
It is not. They don't do anything.
I don't think that they should be turned away. If you make it all the way to Germany, then Germany needs to do the thing to process them through.
But
what are you
at the
going to do?
border.
Yeah, the border's fine.
But not inside.
Yeah.
This is the wrong thing
If
too,
someone
that
comes
they
to the
come
border
into
of
Germany. And
Germany-
why would you want to come to Germany for your Asylantrag? It's gonna take you years.
Yeah,
with
I wonder
the-
that. But I think I've heard a lot of people that come to
Wonderful.
Deutschland that are asylum seekers, and they did not think that it would take so long to get their paperwork, to get their stuff processed.
But Germany is pretty known for that
Yeah,
bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Naja, I stimme zu.
I was neutral. In the case of new rentals, the rental prices should continue
Yes.
to be limited by law.
Yes.
Agree.
That this is even a question.
Yeah.
Who recommends not doing this?
I would wonder. At train stations, the federal police should be allowed to use software for automated facial recognition.
No.
Energy-intensive companies are to receive financial compensation from the state for their electricity cost.
What do you say? No. Okay, I say yes, because it is the state's fault, not the company's fault, that the energy prices are so high.
It depends.
But also, this is also not the root of the issue, is the state making these prices so high with the fehlgeleitete Politik, I want to say.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
but why?
Lord.
No, but why should the company pay the price of failed politics?
A lot of this stuff is actually attainable if people would be uncomfortable, myself included. I mean, we haven't
Comfortable.
flown in years.
Yeah.
We haven't been on a plane in years.
That's true.
And we realized, because when we first heard that like Fluggesellschaften or whatever, the ticket prices would be increased because of the energy costs and all this stuff,
Only in Germany, though.
yeah, but we got pissed because we're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to pay that. But then we're not even flying now. So at the end of the day, it is possible, it's just inconvenient and uncomfortable for a little bit.
Well, den Sommerurlaub auf Malle lässt sich der Deutsche nicht versauen. So viel steht fest.
No, they will travel by raft. All employees should be able to retire without deductions
Yes.
after only 40 years of
Yes.
contributions. No.
Yes, because
Work.
because it is unfair that the one that actually picked up a real job with, like, let's say a Handwerk with 16, that's when you start,
Yeah.
or 17, why do they have to work 10 years longer than the guy or the person that went to university, then made ein Auslandsjahr, then hat noch 2 Jahre sich selber gefunden, and then started working with 35? Why should they why should they get the same and work less? Like, it makes no sense.
I think something that maybe you guys do have it, but I never actually paid attention to this in Germany, is something like a 401k system, like a retirement system that you pay into yourself, like through your paycheck, and your company matches it. So on top of
Nobody
the
matches nothing.
because so let's say for my job as an example, and every job that I've had in the United States since I began working, we were automatically put into a 401k retirement plan, or whatever type of, it may not have been a 401k, it might have been something else, but basically you put money into a fund, and usually it goes based on the stock market. It's like an index fund or something like that, and you do
that's
that
nice.
over the whole time of you working.
better than renting.
So you get that usually on top of Rente.
Yeah, sounds good.
As long as you work the allotted amount of time in the United States, you'll most likely get like your
Sounds good.
retirement and then your 401k. But if you were to be the person that was 18 years old and you put into a 401k, the extra 10 years that you would be working, you
But
would have
that's-
made in the 401k.
But that's yours your choice.
Ich weiß.
I think it should be a choice, and I think there should be, of course, no, it should be a choice.
I think it should also be maybe like
a choice.
No, like not stages, but maybe different levels. If you work more, you're going to make more money, and if you work less, like if someone goes into retirement after 15 years of working, I don't think that they should get the same amount of money as someone that's been working 50 years their whole life. If you want to retire, I guess, yeah, it's fine.
So,
I mean, for me, I think I'm still disagreeing. In the introductory sentence of basic law, the wording responsibility before God should continue.
I don't care.
I don't care. Neutral.
Who cares?
Germany should continue to promote the recruitment of skilled workers from abroad.
I'm neutral with this because it depends on the situation.
I agree. Germany is to use nuclear energy again.
Yes.
For electricity generation. I put neutral.
I am.
Because as much as it is clean to make, it's very dirty at the end result.
It is a ideological decision. It has nothing to do with the environment. It is purely ideological.
So what happens then
it's the cleanest way to produce energy.
And what about the waste afterwards?
That is future Mike's problem.
Yeah, but the issue is that you sheep everything off the future.
No, but they can push on it, you know.
The top tax rate is to be raised when taxing income. Neutral, because technically I agree, but I'll put neutral.
No, I think an individual should not be taxed more for making more or being more successful. They should go more after companies that are just putting the Firmensitz to Ireland and then saying, yeah, we're not paying anything here. That's how I think.
The federal government should receive more competences in school policy?
No.
I don't understand this in English or in Germany.
The federal government tells people how to be taught in school.
Yeah, but then who picks it then?
The states.
The states?
Yes, that's why Bayern is so good. No, that's Bayern is actually not good. Germany as a whole is not doing good anymore.
Yeah, not doing the best. It's not doing the best. It's not doing horribly.
Every time this one test comes out, everybody's like,
arms from Germany should continue to be allowed to be exported to Israel. No, disagree. No. I'm always against this. For every country, for everything, I will always be against arms exportation.
Then I'm neutral.
No, you can pick your yes, Mike. Be honest.
They will get them from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true. But
let's not be.
Yeah, but they're not going to get the best of the best because Germany has some of the best, arms out there.
If they don't feel.
All citizens should be insured in statutory health insurance funds.
No.
I'm actually going to disagree with this because I think private is sort of good. I don't think that everything should be private. And I don't think that...
No, it should be a choice.
No, I don't think a choice either. I think how they have it now is okay. If you want to be self-employed, if you make a particular amount of money, then you can be privately insured. I do like that once you become privately insured, you can't go back in the system.
No, I don't like it.
No, I do like, because how dare you say that you don't want to contribute to a higher thing.
At my situation at the time, let's say, it was fine, but then let's say 15 years down the line, I'm a normal employed person, then gesetzlich makes way more sense.
That's sort of different though, but if you're a person that is self-employed,
rules never take into account an individual situation.
But if you are self-employed your whole life and then you say, oh, my private insurance has gone up so much more than the public health insurance and it doesn't cover as much and not as much is included, let me go back to the public.
Change.
No, but that is selfish because you didn't want to contribute. You didn't want to contribute to...
That's why people get the gesetzliche, because they want to contribute to the well-being of
it's
others.
A better insurance in my opinion. The gesetzliche is better.
Well, I stay to my point.
I know people will disagree. So what did I say? Did I say disagree or what did I say?
Yeah, you can disagree.
No, I'm going to put neutral. The statutory quota of women on the boards and supervisory boards of listed companies is to be abolished.
Yes.
I disagree. Abolished.
That means just not, there shouldn't be a quota. I mean, I don't really care what the bösen talentierte Unternehmen does.
You should have different types of people working for you. It
I think that too. Yes, I agree
all
totally.
All positions are held by white. Yeah, but that's the issue. Is that usually happens.
Yeah, but I don't want someone getting the job just because they meet a certain criteria over the other one who actually deserves it more.
Yeah, but usually at that point, these people do have the ability to be up there. If you're talking about the CEO for a company...
so many people that...
You're going to talk about politicians. That's something totally different. I'm talking about CEOs for companies or stuff like that.
Oh, I can name some too there.
Organic farming should be promoted more strongly than conventional agriculture.
I'm not a Bauer, but I think conventional has been fine, right?
What does organic mean? Organic,
like bio, I think.
Yeah, but there's not really much of a difference between bio and non-bio in regards.
Gosh, now you're gonna.
I know I'm gonna piss people off. Do I think that the cow should be completely stuffed full with antibiotics or steroids or anything like that to have a higher yield?
But I think that has never happened in Germany anyways, because conventional to me means like traditional.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would choose here what is better for the farmer.
Yeah,
do they have to invest way more with the ecological thing?
And I also think it depends on the animal
so let's
as
say
well.
Neutral.
I think that humongous farming houses of animals, and I don't think that's organic.
No,
I know it's not conventional, but I don't think that should exist. I don't think where the chickens are kept, where their beaks are being cut and they're pecking each other. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying.
I think, at least that's what I think. Like I said, if you're a farmer, please educate us. This is very interesting.
There's like something in the middle.
So I was neutral. So
I put disagree.
So the next one is
the federal government should increasingly promote projects against right-wing extremism.
This is so ridiculous. I can dive now so far
there has
into
been
this.
An increase. No, we're not digging nothing deep
there has
into
been,
this.
But
there
for
has
a
been
reason,
an increase.
But for a reason. But we should do. All I can say, what has been happening in the past weeks and months has nothing to do with right extremism. I'm not saying they're good, nothing.
Nobody has to deal with extremism.
But as other type of extremism.
I consider that right extremism as well, just a different society or a different like religion or ideology. Ich weiß. I know what they mean. Yeah. They mean like the Nazis and that kind of stuff. It's a yes and a
ridiculous.
No. Yes,
it
you
puts
should.
resources away from other things.
Yeah,
what
but
we
these
were talking
things happen
about,
as well.
Like put the resources into the asylum seekers and vet them better at the border, make this faster so they can be integrated way faster.
But right-wing extremism still existed.
It will exist or so. It will exist forever. You will forever have this, but
but there has to be things in place.
But if you don't give them fuel for their fire, they do not have anything to feed off of. Then they're just crazy people.
I'm going to agree.
But right now they have a bunch of
fuel. For their fire. I'm disagreeing because I do think, I also think there should be things done on the other end. I put agree. I think that things should be done on the other end as well. But
who would have thought that the Wahl-O-Mat is so heated?
Companies should continue to have to monitor compliance with human rights and environmental protection at all suppliers. I agree with this.
Yes, me too.
This is something also back to the farms. Like
we can just agree on this and just keep going because this is just basic knowledge.
Good stuff for everybody and everything involved. The training support, BAföG, is to continue to be paid depending on the income of the parents.
I never had this, so I'm neutral.
I'm going to say disagree. What happens if you're not talking to your parents earn a bunch of money, but you don't get money from them?
Neutral.
So I'm going to put disagree.
That's why I put neutral, because
the debt break in the basic laws to be maintained. Yes.
Yeah.
Asylum seekers should receive a work permit in Germany immediately after their application. I'm gonna say
no.
Yes.
Only if they accept it.
Yes.
Definitely not when they are still.
That I agree.
Waiting.
Yeah, but then that's the thing is that if they're waiting, sometimes
but they shouldn't be waiting
years.
in Germany anyways. That's the thing. They shouldn't be waiting there.
But what happens if they are in Germany?
It should be way faster.
And they put the paperwork in. They should be able to work.
It shouldn't take that
Give
long.
them a freaking Steuernummer and make them zahl into the system.
Sicher nicht.
Seriously though, a lot of people do want to work. Generally speaking, I know everybody will say that, oh, people don't want to work. People do want to work. Germany should reject the goal of being climate neutral.
Yes.
I disagree.
No, even though it is, yes, you disagree with this.
No,
yes? Oh,
no.
I disagree. I agree.
You agree. I disagree. No, they should not reject it. I just don't think that they should get in so much trouble, let's say, if they don't meet the goal. In Germany, the 35-hour week is to be determined as a statutory standard working time for all employees.
I don't think so.
I'm going to say, oh, this is so funny because I agree. But yet with the 40-year contribution.
It's nice.
I work 36 hours a week. That's why I say
nice,
it's possible. Abortion should continue to be unpunished in the first 3 months only after consultation. I have to read this in German. Schwangerschaftsabbrüche sollen in den ersten 3 Monaten weiterhin nur nach Beratung straffrei sein.
I will be neutral on this. Let other people
I think I would agree with this, right?
have skin in the game. I have no
I
skin
don't know.
in the game.
I think I'm reading it wrong, you
I'm
guys.
a man, so I'm neutral.
If they have a consultation, they will be able to have an abortion.
So.
I think that's how I'm reading.
I think so.
And I'm going to agree. I don't know.
I think, yeah, but like
I'm
I said,
having
I'm
an
a
issue
man.
with German
I usually
and English.
am not having abortions, so I'm
the euro is to be replaced in Germany by a national currency. No. When expanding the transport infrastructure, rail should have priority over the road.
No, because it's already not working.
Yeah,
it's already not working.
I agree.
We agree. We
that
talked about this. No,
I,
you're not agreeing.
No, I don't agree with this.
You are disagreeing with this because the Deutsche Bahn, so everybody's late or what?
They can coexist. Volunteer work is to be credited to the future pension. I agree too.
Yes, because it is something that you do.
The property tax should continue to be allowed to be passed on to the tenants.
No.
I disagree with this as well. I mean, they do it sowieso. They do this
but nobody checks it.
But they do it sowieso. I disagree, but they do it sowieso. The right to strike for employees in critical infrastructure companies is to be restricted by law.
Yes, I don't think they should not be allowed to strike. But it has been, at least how I remember it, it's usually the Bahn.
It's usually airplanes too.
And they do this week to week, and then they have these ridiculous Forderungen.
Yeah, what they want.
Yeah, and I'm like, meh.
I'm still going to disagree because I think that
they should be able to strike, but not more than once a month.
Yeah, but the issue is that
they already cost the
issue is that when it says to be restricted by law, you don't know what the law is going to say.
Nobody
if you
knows.
get a really shitty political party that says you're never allowed to strike.
No, that's not what this says. Eingeschränkt means restricted, not abolished.
In Germany, it should be possible to have referendums at the federal level.
Yes, I want to have more say about the country that I live in.
Okay.
I think that is just a right for everybody, and everybody can vote. And I think that is so much better. And if you don't care about, don't go vote. But if it's a topic that is something that is for you, okay, whatever.
No,
I
was listening.
Yeah.
I really think it's important. I think it's important, but I really, the Möglichkeit, under 14-year-olds should be able to be prosecuted. I agree.
Yes, because it's not the same 14-year-old 100 years ago.
Not even that. It's
these
the
laws
parents
are
need
so
to be held accountable,
yeah.
and the 14-year-olds need to be held accountable. If a 14-year-old is beating someone up, punching someone in the face, doing something like this, not even jail, just in trouble.
Yeah, in trouble.
And they
Parents
need parents too. If you're allowing your kids to go out and your kids are wreaking havoc on society and other children, they need to be in trouble, because what are you doing as a parent? And I know 14-year-olds, they're very difficult to control and to mold. But yes.
I as a fit 14-year-old, of course, we made some schmarren. You always act out. You do a little bit of stuff that is not okay, but the level that we have right now is ridiculous.
I don't know.
And then you can't do anything.
But this is also a societal issue with parenting.
Yeah,
is that maybe something has gone wrong in the chain of parenting. If we ever had kids, our kids would be because we're both we're very strict. Germany should advocate.
Strict and fun.
Germany should advocate for the abolition of increased EU tariffs on Chinese electric cars. No. I agree. I disagree.
I disagree too. We have
in
3 more questions
Germany, it should still be generally possible to have a second citizenship in addition to German citizenship. Yes, and I agree with this.
Ridiculous.
And this is one of the reasons why I never got my German citizenship. This is one of the reasons, because a lot of people always assumed...
I was not allowed to talk, and now she buckles for every...
because everybody always asked me, why didn't you get your German citizenship? Why didn't you get your German citizenship? I had the possibility to get it, and I never did, because it was, you have to give up your American passport. And I said no.
Never.
They changed it now, but still, they missed out on having an amazing Hayley, if I do say so myself.
There you go.
A compulsory social year is to be introduced for young adults. I agree with this, actually.
I had it too, so...
I did a social year in Deutschland, and I actually really enjoyed it. New heating systems should continue to be completely powered by fossil fuels.
Yes.
i.e. or e.g. gas or oil,
Yes.
and may be operated.
Because why should it be with electricity?
Yeah, I agree with this too.
It's ridiculous.
I think that, like I said, it should be multiple eggs in multiple baskets. Yeah. You should not put all of your eggs in one basket, because what happens if the electricity goes out? What if
winter?
Not even that. If
everything
happens,
if everything being loaded onto the electricity system, it will fail one day.
Yeah, minimum wages to be increased to 15 euros. Yes. I agree.
Already?
No, I think it's like maybe 11 or 12, give or take. It's the same as in Florida.
All right, now we have to Gewicht the Thesen. We are done, so we are cutting this now real quick, and we do the Thesen.
We have to weighting of the questions.
Yeah, what is very important to us. So
okay.
let's do this real quick. Hier können Sie alle Parteien gleichzeitig
Here you can select all the parties at the same time. So, are you ready for the results?
Oh gosh.
1, 2, 3, click.
Die Bayern-Partei.
Die Gerechtigkeitspartei.
Oh yeah, that's
Todenhofer.
Yeah, this is something Hayley wants. Sie nicht für das kleine und Mittelstand. I never knew this.
I got then the Tierschutzpartei, Human World.
But it leaned the doppelte Staatsbürgerschaft up, so no, this is very important actually to me. So
yeah, mine says the Justice Party is committed to the end of the Bundeswehr's foreign missions, is against national climate policy, single-handed actions and demands, among other things, the construction of 1 million apartments annually.
Where are the Grünen with you?
The Grünen are down at the bottom.
Yeah, by me?
No, here.
No, mine are the second
36.
to last.
Mine's at 59.8.
Oh, so...
The Greens, they are committed, among other things, to environmental protection, disarmament, renewable energy, and gender equality. Since 2021, the Greens have been part of the federal government.
I think this is very entertaining, very fun. Would I vote for these? I don't think so. I mean, this is very interesting, but this shows you that do your own research, because I would, now that I read that it's not want the double citizenship, as dual citizenship, I would not vote for them, because this is very important to me. Do your own research. This is not the end all be all, but it's fun, and you know what topics are in.
What is your percentage for them? 65? I got 70.7 for the Justice Party.
The Justice Party.
Apparently, Mr. Todenhofer.
Ja, Frau Todenhofer, machen Sie mal eine Absprache hier, ne?
Hayley Todenhofer.
Sagt jetzt
Is that
Tschüss.
his real name?
Ja, Todenhofer. Der ist kein runter Tag.
Was?
Did you enjoy this?
I really did. Even though we are so different, because I don't even think Todenhofer is on yours anywhere.
Where's the Gerechtigkeitspartei?
50%.
Yeah?
Mike, you're 20% below me.
Good.
You don't setz dich ein für die
setz mich
Gerechtigkeit.
ein. I think I'm the fairest person that you've ever met.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do have to agree with that. You are very fair.
I just think common sense. Please.
I think you're very misunderstood, but you're very fair.
I am very misunderstood.
Yep.
But for me, I hate this black and white.
Yep.
I just can't deal with this, because everybody's situation is different. Everybody's.
That's something I really like about you. And I feel like a lot of Germans are technically like you. When you boil it all down, it's just right now it's a very hard time in the country.
Right, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere in the world.
Guys, we are schweifeling up.
Yes, we are going now.
We are going now.
Thank you so much for watching, you guys.
Thank you so much for watching, you guys.
We'll see you in the next upload.
All right, guys. Have a great evening, day, morning, whatever,
my wrists
night.
are getting tired, Michael. Bye.